It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Portland Trail Blazers. For Portland, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And with a little bit of time here before tip-off, I'll kick off a topic. Defense, as we know, a key to winning basketball. Kenny, talk about the hallmarks of a great defensive team.
Well, first there has to be an anchor in the back. And if you have an anchor in the back, then all of a sudden you can start with containing the basketball and denying those open lanes, because you know if they try to get to the rim, the anchor is back there. And after that, it's all about getting your hands up and making sure you contest every single shot.
And your anchor has
basketball and score for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You take a look at the Trailblazers. This game, an interesting matchup for them, facing another middle-of-the-pack team. They're looking to take a step forward. This is the type of game that they've got to measure the progress with.
Yeah, and when you look at Portland, they've had a horrendous start to the season. They're really creating a lot of work for themselves here moving forward.
And, you know, that's the thing. Now they've got to play better than good, because average basketball isn't going to get it done.
The starters for the Portland Trailblazers. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the two. Myers Leonard is out there with Plumlee, and it's Aminu in at the small forward position.
And guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands, always in attack mode. He keeps it hopping, and he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
And there's the pass to Aminu. Back to Lillard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan, to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now, here is Irving. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Now Lillard, following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. They retain possession. And here's McCollum for three. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
LeBron kicks to Irving. They get it back. No good from LeBron.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Lillard against Love. Lillard attacking the 11-footer. Can't hit, and Cleveland will come the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game, because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT. No matter how hard you play, you want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes. The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
McCollum, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
Hey guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. He's taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
Well, McCollum has struggled with injury. He's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland. Here's Plumlee. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Now here's James. 26 points for him last game against Miami. Mozgov passes to James. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Aminu with it. James covering. McCollum dishes to Plumlee. Misses in close. The Cavaliers leading by 4. That's sent it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Terry Stotts. DB?
Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James, and he said there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him, and if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
And thank you for that, Doris. Last season, Portland won the Northwest Division and had a good year, certainly, but they had some issues when they were the away team on the road and away from the Rose Garden. They had some problems.
Yeah, actually played under 500 on the road, Kevin. Something you rarely see out of a team that wins 51 games.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Davis is checked in. It's stolen by Davis. Lillard with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. The rebound by Kevin Love.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Mozgov kicks to Love. And it's off from three-point range. Portland trailing here. Aminu, the pass to McCollum. It's good. This game is all even. McCollum's got his third bucket of the night.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there. Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
And the rejection by Love. James dishes to Mozgov. And the dunk by Love.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Offensive rebound, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
Almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Harkless comes in for Plumlee, and it's Alan Crabb in for Al-Farouq Aminu.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
Kevin and Greg, I tell you what, safe to say that was a good-looking play from start to finish.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Here's Crabb. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Davis. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Tries yet again, and he sinks the layup.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Here's James after the made shot from Mo Harkless. And Shumpert kicks to Thompson. He dishes it to Dellavedova. And the shot falls short this time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Crabb, no good. Cleveland leading by 4. Dellavedova, the pass to James. Out left to the wing. Fry in the post. He's guarded by Davis. No good from Fry. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Lillard misses. Cleveland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. To the inside. It's stolen by Davis. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Davis setting the pick for McCollum. Shot off the pick. Can't get it to go. James with some nice D. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Milwaukee Bucks.
And boy, that was a tough one to lose, guys. But they played well throughout that game, just unable to convert down the stretch.
Yeah, I know we don't get into moral victories, but they can definitely take away some positives from it, because even though they came up on the short end, there was some good stuff too.
Three-pointer, Dellavedova. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard, his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing,
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him on the court.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
They've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Jefferson out there with Kevin Love. And it's Fry in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of this game. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the league.
Agreed. That's good. Fry's got his first 2 points.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 7. No good from outside.
And Kyrie Irving, really ambidextrous as a ball handler, because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher too. He's so creatively crafted. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Here's Lillard after the Cavaliers pick up 3. Aminu dishes to Plumlee. Got a piece of it. And it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith. And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. The Cavaliers, number 1.
The last few weeks have shown these guys that being patient with your passing can earn you some easy looks and baskets. Excellent teamwork. The more you do it, the more you're rewarded, and it becomes contagious.
Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Damian Lillard. Leonard kicks to Lillard. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 9 points for Lillard.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Now here's Irving. He has 6. The 3. But they recover it. Mozgov passes to Love. Feeds to Irving. Over Lillard. Lillard with the block. And they get it back. And that one's good. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs.
Well, they're not afraid to just let it fly from here. They didn't have as much success in the first quarter, but with this lead, they're looking to extend it with the 3-point shot.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism. But a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Lillard. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
Lillard outside. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Plumlee, and he jams it with authority.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Now here's Mozgov. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Nobody near Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season. Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take-no-chance slam by the big fella.
Now here's Love. 17 points in his last outing. Baseline J on the way, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And that's now 11 points for Kyrie Irving. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Lillard. He's got 9. Plumlee with the screen. Now here's Aminu. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Aminu. And that's 10 points for Mason Plumlee.
Crisp pass into the paint.
Outside Irving. Dishes it to Mozgov. No luck. Plumlee with some nice D. For Portland, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Irving. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Irving's got 8 points here in this quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Plumlee with the screen. Lillard. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Lillard's got 11 points.
And one thing about Damian Lillard, for as much as he handles the ball, for as much as he pushes the action, he doesn't turn the ball over. I mean, surprising for a young, aggressive point guard, but this guy plays wise beyond his years.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. LeBron comes in for Richard Jefferson. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ed Davis is checked in for Plumlee. Reese Harkless comes in for Leonard. Abs checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here. Rise checked in. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Crabbe dishes to Henderson. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul. There's 1:54 left now here in the second. Here's McCollum. He nails it, and we're tied up. McCollum's got 10 points.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, he's got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's LeBron. 8 points for him. Here's Shumpert. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. To the right side. Davis kicks to McCollum. Davis setting the pick for McCollum. The Trailblazers rebound. Pass to Henderson. The feed to Davis. And here's McCollum for three. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
To the middle. Here's Thompson, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Dellavedova from outside. Shot's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 2. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth the whole way thus far.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
29 seconds left here in the second. Kicks to Fry. From the arc. Portland grabs the miss. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
Yeah, a quick 2-game series between the two teams, one in each club's home building.
Well, looky here. We've got an inter-conference matchup. Always interesting to see how 2 teams match up that don't get a chance to see a whole lot of one another.
Outside jumper. And we're through the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. This arena is packed, and the energy in the building. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The biggest lead of the quarter was only 3 points as they traded baskets back and forth. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. What do you think about Portland, Kenny?
One advantage has been their stellar rebounding. I mean, they're putting bodies on people, competing for the ball. It's simple, really. The team with more possessions has more opportunities to score. Wow.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
The three-point shot has really, really helped them out. I don't always like to see teams rely on the three, but when it's dropping like that, I say roll with it. They keep setting good screens.
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter is set to go moments.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Terrific game for McCollum. He has 15 points, and he's hit the mark twice from 3-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
On the floor for Portland. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Plumlee out there with Myers Leonard. And it's Aminu in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's McCollum. They get it again. Good D by Love.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And a wide open look for James. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 11 points for LeBron. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Sure has been. I mean, guys, momentum is hard to come by in this one. I mean, it seems like one team gets the lead, and then the other one storms right back.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
The Trailblazers shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
You know, this season versus last, they've seen a decrease in their success at the free throw line.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they're bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And here are the Trailblazers now, following the score by Cleveland. Plumlee with the screen. 5 to shoot. McCollum, no good.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 14. And Aminu kicks to McCollum. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Yeah, and, you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And guys, Meyers Leonard really showing signs of progress in last season. Huge steps forward for the big man.
And you know, progress is all about confidence with young players. I mean, his shooting percentages were remarkable when you look at the fact that 50, 40, 90, 50%, 40%, 90% for a 7-footer. Unheard of, and he's in that neighborhood.
On the free throw, no good.
You know, I think Meyers Leonard really finding his niche as a stretch big man. And I think with his size and athleticism, the Blazers had envisioned him making his mark in the paint. But the way he's shooting, though, that they're not going to complain nor try to limit his impact on the game.
Here is Lillard following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. McCollum with the ball. He's against Smith. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from McCollum.
And you know, his teammates, Leonard's teammates encouraged him to just let it fly. So much of the NBA game is confidence, and he's having success putting the ball in the basket, and I think he has a chance to be a very good player.
Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Cleveland leading by 5. Smith with a wide open look. No good off the front iron.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Plumlee attacking. Misses in close. Cleveland's gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here. Leonard with the steal. McCollum kicks to Plumlee. Lillard with no one around. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player, has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegiate. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. Trailblazers trail by 3. Pass to Lillard. Plumlee with the screen to tie. Lillard again missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciates it.
And another miss by Cleveland.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Love grabs the board. Love's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the 3rd quarter got underway. Here's Plumlee. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Now here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got his 7th rebound here tonight. He feeds it to Irving. Smith for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Plumlee with the screen. Now here's McCollum, covered by LeBron. And the rejection by James. The shot by Irving. Again, Irving missing. Trailblazers trail by 3. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Plumlee. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Irving from long range makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Plumlee with the screen. Here's the floater. McCollum no good.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Seems every season, Clark, you hear the same thing. Portland Trailblazers had to deal with some tough injuries.
Kevin, it appears as though it might actually be a curse. I don't like to use that word, but the history of this team in injuries is as unique as any in the league. Last year, no different.
Smith with it, now defended by McCollum. The drive by Smith. It's tipped. It's stolen by Aminu. He kicks it to McCollum. Jefferson with the double team. Leonard on the wing. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 5 on the clock. Here's McCollum. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
And with the Blazers and injuries, even when they fought through pain, guys weren't at 100%. Aldridge wasn't quite the same with his hand injury.
And losing Matthews for the season was huge too, guys. I mean, every team goes through injury woes and bumps during the course of a season, but the Blazers just seem to be, at least in the last half dozen years or so, hit very hard every year.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Fry comes in for LeBron. Shumpert, he's checked in for Richard Jefferson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And so it's Cleveland with it. The Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Fires for 3, and there's Shumpert. That's good on the assist from Dellavedova. Shumpert's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. McCollum up top. 22 points for him. Lets it go from 11. Cannot hit. And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Cavaliers leading. Channing Frye out there with Thompson. Then there's Iman Shumpert. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Smith in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Shumpert, no good. Shumpert's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Here's Crabbe. No good. And Cleveland the other way now. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession. The Trailblazers shooting here about 46% for the game. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He told his guys, time's running low. If we're going to make our move, it's going to be now. Are you guys ready? And as they nodded, he said, let's go get it. Kevin?
Shot clock at 3. Here's Davis. Misses off the right iron. Clark, plenty of drama in this one so far.
And I would not be surprised if it goes right down to the buzzer.
Thompson misses. And Portland with the ball. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And he gets it to go.
Just a great battle these two teams are waging here today.
Boy, it sure is. And I'm getting the sense that this game could end up being decided by just 1 or 2 plays down the stretch.
Now here is Smith. And Fry kicks to Shumpert. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. McCollum passes to Harkness. Got a hand on it. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. And that one's good. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
The basket drops and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. So it'll be C.J. McCollum shooting. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for Channing Frye. LeBron's checked in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for J.R. Smith.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's McCollum. Shoots. No luck. Some solid defense there from Irving. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Mozgov dishes to Dellavedova. James kicks to Love. Leonard with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And the rejection by LeBron. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists in the game. Here is Lillard. Now McCollum. Davis with a screen on Irving. McCollum kicks to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Outside Irving. There's the triple. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 5-point Cavalier lead.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Now here's McCollum. Not a lot of room. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. James with the ball. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Good game for Irving. He's got 24 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Davis.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
Now, here's Lillard. Drops in the layup for 2.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals. And, of course, the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
Aminu grabs the miss.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Lillard, the pass to Aminu. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Dellavedova. LeBron James on the wing. It's a pick by Love. James dishes to Irving. Lets it go from 14. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
And the shot is good.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
LeBron outside. There's the dish to Dellavedova. James outside. At the elbow, Irving. All alone. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. Irving's got 15 points in just the second half. Lillard attacking. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Right side, Irving. Fires top of the key. Again, the Cavaliers score.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Lets it go from the wing. And it's Lillard again missing. Cleveland leading by 7. Irving with the ball. Now guarded by Plumlee. Irving drives in. Passes to Dellavedova. He dishes it to Mozgov. Here's Love. But they get it back. The pass to Irving. And stolen by Lillard. And there's the foul on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. That's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 7. 1:25 left in the fourth. .121 left to play in the final quarter. And Lillard kicks to Leonard. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Love.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So he can't get either to fall.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Now Lillard following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Smith kicks to James. It's stolen by Aminu. Ahead. It falls! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
Now, here is Irving. And stolen by Lillard. Connects! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Those were pressure-packed free throws. And he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
At the line for your Cavaliers, LeBron James. At the line for 2. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 3. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and hit those rebounds.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan player, Kyrie Irving. He put up a new season high tonight. And if he keeps shooting like he did tonight before the season's over, he might. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland, they're hoping to take a step into that upper echelon. A road win here would certainly be a step in the right direction. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane.
Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with the win.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the point guard. And watching Evan Fournier, he's an intriguing two-guard prospect. Saw his minutes, Greg, spike last season after getting traded at the deadline.
Yeah, he finally had the chance to get in and prove himself. Had a few strong outings in the second half of last year.
Now, here's Watson. We're about 1 minute into the first. Here's Fournier. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Shot clock at 3. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Kicks it to Love. And a wide open look for Irving. And the 3 off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Out to the right wing. Here's Azania. And the rejection by Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. And we're about 1.5 minutes into the first quarter. Azania nails the wide open jump shot. Azania's got his first points in this one.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Smith kicks to Love. The kick out to Irving. From the arc. And good on the basket. Book it. Irving's got 5.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Now, here's Watson. He's covered by Irving. Fournier for 3. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. He's got 5.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
LeBron outside. Out to Smith. Wide open look. The shot is off. The Magic go the other way with it. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Hey, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop. Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day. And now, one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Orlando with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Watson. The rebound by Kevin Love. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to the bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Here's Gordon following the basket by LeBron James. They set the screen for 3. Fournier. That's good. Fournier's got 8 points.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
The Amway Center here in Orlando didn't see a lot of wins last season. Magic really struggled at times. Surprisingly, Greg, in this building.
Yeah, a young team still haven't yet established their identity. Only 13 wins at home. And really that inability to defend that home court is why they fell out of the playoff hunt early.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Ilyasova comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Peyton in for C.J. Watson.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
To the right side. 16 feet away, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, what's a bit alarming for the Magic at home is that it was a step back from the previous season. I mean, for a team that's supposed to be young and improving, they shouldn't be getting worse at home year to year.
And a big problem for the Magic at home was that they just didn't protect the rim. I mean, they would end with the second worst home field goal percentage against.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Shumpert's checked in. Now here's James. 17 points for him last game against Portland.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Irving dishes to James. Back to Irving. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Shumpert's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Magic leading by 4. Payton outside, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Magic, Smith checked in for Vucevic. Wright comes in for Hezonja, and it's Jennings in for Fournier. And then for Cleveland, Channing Frye's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for James, and it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Outside Jefferson. And stolen by Ilyasova. And now here comes Wright leading the break, and he gets it to go.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Now here's Frye. Outside jumper. And it's off from three-point range. The Magic have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Smith wide open. He fires. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Outside jumper. Tries it from the top of the key. Orlando grabs the miss.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And Iman Shumpert, more athlete than player when he entered the league. 42-inch max vertical, shoulders carved like Michelangelo. But he had a long way to go in terms of his skill set. And you can see that evolution right before your eyes.
And talking about Iman Shumpert, he seemed to learn from working with LeBron and Kyrie last year.
Yes, Shumpert was brought over for his defense, clearly. But as a bonus, his offense improved and got better. Now let's see if he can build on that going forward.
Here's Jennings. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. Jennings passes to Wright, and Thompson sends it back. And that one's good.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Timeout called. Cleveland fresh from a win against Portland.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Now here's Jefferson. The dish to Thompson. Here's Shumpert. No good. And Orlando the other way now. And here we go with the Magic fast break. No good from Payton. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
The Magic making a switch here. Napier's checked in. Now here's Jennings. In the corner, Napier with it. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Napier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Jefferson. Outside jumper. He feeds it to Dellavedova. This one for 3. That is good.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Now here's Jennings. He's guarded closely. It's tipped, but they'll get another chance. And that one's good. Smith's got his second bucket. And here is Frye. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Magic out in front, up by 8. And we'll be back with you right after this. Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Napier is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Hezonja in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. And the Magic making a change here. Watson's checked in. Cleveland on defense. 8-point game. Fournier's shot is off.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. There's a break in the action, so a rundown now. The most reliable power forwards and centers over the past month when it comes to shooting the basketball. Timofey Mozgov, number 1.
He is an unyielding presence in the low post. I mean, he gets so many good looks because he works so hard to get that great position down low. And when he does, boy, he is impossible to move.
Well, his adaptability is a terrific attribute to have. I mean, he plays his game based on the look the defense gives him. And he's prepared to try anything and do anything in order to get the high percentage shot that he wants.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Smith kicks to James. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, you know, that's a natural progression for any player, sure. Even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Evan Fournier.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
LeBron drives in, can't get it to go. Great D that time from Vucevic.
And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful.
Cavaliers on D, trailing here by 8. Payton dishes to Vucevic. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And, you know, LeBron was just so far ahead of everyone in the league when he was young. I mean, even a LeBron who has lost a step is more athletic than 95% of our league.
Irving attacking. There's the bucket. Good. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Now, here's Watson, covered by Smith. Payton passes to Vucevic. Knocks it loose. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Inside. Pass to Hezonja. Feeds it to Gordon. Here's Azania, covered by Smith. And play stops as it looks like they call it over the back here.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
And Cleveland making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. Payton kicks to Gordon. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Gordon's got his first 2 points of the night.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Passes it to Love. Dishes to Smith. To the middle. Trying to find Mozgov. Gets it to him. The drive by James. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the feed to Payton. He dishes it to Vucevic. Watson, the pass to Vucevic. Just 5 to shoot. Payton kicks to Gordon. Lets it go from 11. There's a big height bounce and goes in. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Orlando making some changes. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Ilyasova comes in for Gordon. And Darrell Wright has subbed in for Hazanya. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for James. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Smith. Fry, good.
Richard Jefferson.
Magic leading by 8. Payton outside. To the middle. Here's Smith. And Thompson sends it back. And it's Shumpert penetrating. And got hung up on the dunk. Not quite enough elevation there, I guess. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And Wright with the basket on the assist by Watson. Wright's got the lead up to 10 now for Orlando.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
One problem the Magic faced last season was depth. They really weren't a deep team, and it hurt them along the way.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, they had the second fewest bench points in the league, and that number was really low because they didn't use the bench that often. And starters did a lot of the heavy lifting.
Smith's shot is good. Smith's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
3-pointer, Dellavedova.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. There's the pass to Jefferson. Here's Thompson. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Thompson's got 6.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Orlando. Jennings comes in for Elfrid Payton. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
No good from Fry. Magic leading by 10. And here's Jennings, the fast break opportunity, and he gets it to go. 1:04 left in the second quarter. And it's Shumpert penetrating. That's good. Shumpert's got 6.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Jennings with the bucket. The Cavaliers trail by 12. And Shumpert kicks to Jefferson. The dish to Thompson. Out to Shumpert. To the wing right side. 6 to shoot. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Misses the wing J.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Knocked loose. Shumpert with the steal. And stolen by Wright. He kicks it to Ilyasova. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
So we've reached the end of the first.
Guys, I'm here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They lead by 14. And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of...
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Mozgov in at the 5, home in the paint. Such a wide open look. 8 points for LeBron.
And he's showing us a little bit of everything now, taking a leaner with no one on him.
LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And